What a great transfer window. What a wonderful transfer window. Well done, Vinay. Well done. Johan Lang. I can't. What a transfer window, mate. That is why we pay you the big bucks. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness we had Fabio Paratici and we extended his leave to Fiorentina because we needed him in this transfer window. My word, the Lewis family, they care about the club. We've got so many injuries and look at the signings. Absolutely wonderful. Well done, Tottenham Hotspur. Well done, Vinay. One of the top teams in Europe when it comes to finances, revenue, EBITDA. And we cannot sign players to help the manager that you hired. Disgrace. Hello guys, it's your boy Manny here on Designated Hotspur. Like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hype, everything. Let's just get the formalities out of the way. This club is an absolute disgrace. This club feels like we are run by absolute clowns. Clowns at the helm. This club does not deserve the fan base that are following it. I have got a ticket to go to Manchester this weekend. And I'm here thinking, why? Why am I going to spend money on a hotel, money on a ticket, money on transportation, money on food, when these lot cannot spend the money that we are paying to actually make the team better? Why? Why? Tell me. This club, this team is ravaged with injuries. Ravaged, ransacked. And the only player that gets into the first team that you've bought is Conor Gallagher. Make that make sense. Make that make any sense. I'm sorry, but this... You've got a club captain come out with another statement in the space of 1 month or 2 months or whatever it is. Great effort from all my teammates yesterday. They were incredible. I wanted to be available to help, even though I wasn't feeling too well, especially since we only had 11 players available. Unbelievable, but true. And disgraceful. Now, big up to you, Romero. Big up for speaking up. Because I hear the fans that keep saying, oh, Romero shouldn't speak up. Romero shouldn't speak up. He should talk on the pitch and behind closed doors. No. Show your frustrations outside. Show your frustration for the world to see. Because enough is enough at this club. Enough is enough. Promise us everything, deliver nothing. 0 out of 10 windows. 0. I don't care. Absolutely ludicrous transfer philosophy. Like, what is wrong with these guys? How can you sit there? How can you sit there and behave like that? And you know what? Let's read what they said to us just a few weeks ago under player trading. Player trading. We believe in our current squad, but must add more quality. Have you added more quality? No. Experience. Have you added experience? No. Leadership. Have you had leadership? No. To compete consistently at the highest level, doing so requires a more proactive approach to recruitment. Liar. The summer transfer window ended on August 31st. You had September, October, November, December, and the entire January. You've had 4 months to prepare and 1 month to deliver. And you failed. You failed the players. You failed the fan base. You failed your manager. You failed at your jobs. And had you been in a normal job, in a corporate job, you would be sacked. But not at Tottenham Hotspur. Because we reward mediocrity. That's what we do. We reward mediocrity. How can you have a manager come out and say, we wanted to buy Semenyo? That is ambition. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. You make a manager, your manager, come out looking like an idiot. Because everybody and their dog knew that we were not getting Semenyo. Even if you had offered double the money, we would not get Semenyo. So what, you ain't got a plan B? You ain't got a plan C? You ain't got a plan D? So what are you paid for? What are you paid for? You come out and lie through your teeth. A lot of people saw it. Shame on me for believing you guys. Shame on me. You lied in the summer and you lied in the winter. You lied in the summer and you lied to us last month. Let me run through the injury list of Tottenham Hotspur as we speak. Excuse me. Pedro Porro, hamstring injury. Expected return date, end of February. Mickey van der Ven, undisclosed injury. Expected return date was February the 1st and he didn't. Lucas Bergvall, ankle injury. Expected return date, May. End of season. Ben Davies, fractured ankle. Expected return, June. Out of contract. Richarlison, hamstring injury. Expected return, March. Bentancur, hamstring injury. Expected return, March. Kudus, quad injury. Expected return, March. Kulusevski, knee injury. Unknown expected return. James Maddison, ACL. Expected return, June. I'm not even going to mention Koto Takai. What are you smoking out there? What are you drinking? Is it because you don't want Thomas Frank here? Well, guess what? That is not an excuse. Again, I will ask, what have you been getting paid for? Because you bought Conor Gallagher, and Conor Gallagher, if you sack the manager tomorrow, will be able to play in whatever system you put him in. He'll be able to play under any manager you put him under. So what is your excuse? You had a whole PR element, a whole PR propaganda in the summer about how the majority shareholder, the Lewis family, care. Is this how you show us you care? We are 40. Is it 40? We are 15th in the league table. And we are lucky that West Ham did not get all 3 points against Chelsea. We are lucky that West Ham is so bad. And you don't deserve that luck. The fans deserve that luck. You don't deserve it because you acting like your revenue base is that of Crystal Palace is embarrassing, to say the least. It's a disgrace. You should all hang your heads in shame. Leaving that squad so threadbare. So threadbare. It's a disgrace. And I don't swear, so I'm not going to swear. It's an absolute disgrace. I don't think Thomas Frank is at the level that he should be coaching this team. But even I can say, you know what? I have seen certain moments where I can think maybe he can get the fans back around. And you leave him so desolate. This club should be folded. Sell the club. Sell the club. This is beyond pathetic. Always the laughing stock. What can be the rationale? Indulge me here, guys. What can be the rationale here for just going the entire window and bringing in an 18-year-old at the end of the transfer window, a 19-year-old at the start of the transfer window from Brazil, and then just Conor Gallagher? When you have that number of injuries that I just went through, I've had enough, man. I've had enough. They just find a way somehow to always put a negative spin on good moments. I was ready to put together a video to talk about Sunday. I was ready to put a video to talk about Sunday. Shame on me. Shame on me for thinking that these lot were going to do something in the last day of the window. Shame on me. I am in disbelief. I am in disbelief of what I have witnessed in this transfer window. It's gone quiet. It's gone quiet. Everyone at the club has gone hiding. Hanging out the manager to dry. I might want the manager gone, but you are hanging him out to dry. Is it because Thomas Frank himself does not want any other player to come in other than who he wants. Is it him? Because during Ange's time, I was being told that he got given Eze and Ange said no. Give yourself a wobble, guys. Give yourself a wobble. Wake up and smell the coffee. This club, irrespective of manager, acts the way they want, the way they like, without anybody being able to stand up to them. So big up to Romero for that note that he posted on Instagram. Because these guys are cowards, absolute frauds, cowards and frauds, and should hang their heads in shame for not backing their own guy, not doing their own job. Where is the scouting? Where is the scouting? I don't care it's January. I don't care you can have a big summer. You spend now and spend your way out of trouble. And when summer comes, you spend again. That's what City did. Spent 200 million last winter. Spent again in the summer. Spent again in the winter. That's how big clubs operate. And you're not far off their revenue. You're not far off their profit. And you still act like you're Crystal Palace. No disrespect to Crystal Palace. You still, actually, Crystal Palace have signed players. You act like Doncaster. What on earth is wrong with these people? And we as the fan base would then take up the brunt of all this, because we will go home and away. Some people go home and away. We will go home every single time. Well, for me, it feels like an away trip because I have to travel from Cambridge. I do not want to see a statement come out. I do not want to see a video come out. I do not want to see and hear anything from that fraud, Vinay, and that backup dancer, Johan Lang.